The ocean is calm in the early hours before sunrise. The surface is almost perfectly flat, a dark mirror broken only by the slow movement of a single gray hull cutting through the water. On the horizon, there's no visible land, no smoke, no sign of danger. This is a routine patrol, the kind that happens every day in every ocean, unnoticed by the world. Inside the ship, the lights are low. Radar screens glow softly in green and amber. Operators sit quietly, headphones on, eyes fixed forward. The steady hum of engines fills the background, constant and reassuring. Nothing feels urgent, nothing feels wrong. A contact appears on the radar. It's faint at first, a small return barely distinct from background noise. The operator watches it for several seconds, waiting for the system to filter it out. It does not disappear. It moves slowly, deliberately, matching course at extreme distance. No alarm sounds, no one raises their voice. The contact is logged, categorized as unknown, and passed up the chain. The decision is routine. Continue course, monitor, do not react. On the bridge, the sea remains empty. Through binoculars, there is nothing but water and sky. The ship maintains speed. The crew continues their work. Breakfast trays slide across steel counters below deck. Somewhere deep inside the vessel, a maintenance team finishes a checklist. Nothing is happening. And yet, far beyond the horizon, another screen is lighting up. Another radar operator in another country sees the same return from a different angle. The data is fed upward into a larger system where tracks converge and icons multiply. The calm sea is now layered with invisible lines, vectors, and probabilities. A small decision has been made. It feels unimportant. It is anything but. This part of the world has always been tense, though rarely loud. Shipping lanes cross here. Energy flows through these waters. Treaties overlap. Old grudges sit beneath newer agreements. On paper, everything is stable. In reality, stability is maintained by constant pressure. The superior naval force in the region has been present for decades. Its ships move freely, operating under international law, conducting freedom of navigation patrols, surveillance flights, joint exercises. Its presence is both a guarantee and a provocation, depending on who is watching. Across the water, a smaller state watches closely. Its economy is under strain. Sanctions bite deeper each year. Fuel is rationed. Currency has lost value. Military parades still roll through the capital, but fewer vehicles appear each time. Leadership speeches grow more defiant as resources shrink. Internally, pressure is building. Protests are contained but not eliminated. Elite factions compete for influence. The military, once a source of pride, now struggles with aging equipment and limited readiness. The leadership knows this. The population suspects it. Foreign intelligence services are certain of it. In this environment, perception matters more than reality. For months, the smaller Navy has increased its activity in nearby waters. Patrols last longer. Exercises are announced with more aggressive language. Fast attack craft operate closer to shipping lanes. Drones fly low and slow, testing reactions. Most of these actions are symbolic. They're designed to be seen, recorded, discussed. Each one is a message. We are still here, we are still watching, we are not afraid. The larger Navy understands the message. It has seen this pattern before. The response is measured. Ships maintain distance. Aircraft adjust altitude. Communications channels remain minimal, but no one wants escalation. No one wants to be the headline. But restraint is invisible to domestic audiences. Inside the smaller state's command structure, frustration grows. Each patrol ends the same way. The foreign ships remain. The airspace remains contested but controlled. Nothing changes. Pride erodes quietly. Then comes the incident. It begins with a decision made in a conference room far from the sea. A symbolic operation is approved. 4 warships will move together in close formation towards the area where the larger Navy is operating. The objective is not combat, it is presence, a demonstration for domestic media, a test of resolve. The plan is risky but calculated. The ships will approach, conduct aggressive maneuvers just outside internationally recognized engagement thresholds, and withdraw. Cameras will be ready. Statements will be drafted. What is not fully accounted for is the level of surveillance already in place. As the 4 warships leave port, they are detected almost immediately. Satellites pass overhead, capturing high-resolution images. Electronic emissions are collected and analyzed. Their radar signatures are compared against databases built over decades. Their routes are predicted hours in advance. On board the larger Navy's flagship, the information flows silently. The Aegis combat system integrates radar, sonar, electronic intelligence, and off-board data into a single coherent picture. Icons appear on the tactical display, tagged and color-coded. Threat rings expand and contract as parameters update. No one panics. This is what the system is designed for. Rules of engagement are reviewed. They are strict. Weapons remain cold, fire control radars stay inactive, communication protocols are confirmed. The objective is simple: observe, deter, avoid miscalculation. As dawn breaks, the 4 ships are now within visual range. They appear on the horizon, dark shapes against pale light. Through long-range optics, their hull numbers are visible. Their decks are busy. Crew members move quickly, some filming with handheld cameras. The sea, moments ago empty, now feels crowded. The smaller ships alter course slightly, closing distance. Their formation tightens. Speed increases. The maneuver is legal but aggressive. The message is clear. On the bridge of the larger ship, the captain watches without expression. Orders are given calmly, course adjusted, speed matched, distance maintained at the edge of safety. Aircraft launch from a nearby carrier group. They do not approach directly. They orbit at altitude, sensors active, transmitting data back through secure links. The sky is quiet, but it is full. Radar warning receivers aboard the smaller ships begin to chirp softly. They are being tracked, not targeted, not locked, but watched precisely and continuously. This is the line where accidents happen. A fast attack craft breaks formation and moves ahead, cutting across the bow of the larger ship at close range. The maneuver is unsafe. Wake turbulence rocks both vessels. Onboard alarms trigger briefly as proximity thresholds are crossed. For several seconds, everything slows down. Fire control solutions are generated automatically by defensive systems, then immediately suppressed. Electronic warfare suites prepare jamming profiles, but remain inactive. Hands hover near switches, waiting for authorization that does not come. Radio calls go unanswered. The smaller craft pulls away, rejoining formation. The moment passes, no shots are fired, but something has changed. The engagement has entered the gray zone. Modern naval warfare rarely announces itself. There are no dramatic exchanges, no visible damage. Instead, it unfolds through sensors, data links, and electromagnetic spectrum control. Electronic support measures aboard the larger ship catalog every emission from the opposing vessels. Communication frequencies are identified. Radar modes are analyzed. Patterns emerge. Weaknesses are noted. In response, subtle actions are taken. Navigation signals fluctuate slightly. Data links experience brief interference. Nothing obvious, nothing that can be conclusively attributed. On the smaller ships, operators notice anomalies. GPS readings drift. Radar clutter increases. Systems require recalibration more often than expected. The sea feels suddenly unfamiliar, even though it looks the same. This is not an attack, it is a demonstration. Information dominance is being established quietly. The message is not broadcast, it is felt. Meanwhile, the world begins to notice. News agencies pick up reports of a naval standoff. Headlines use cautious language. Tensions rise. Close encounter at sea. Official spokespeople issue statements emphasizing professionalism and restraint. Behind the scenes, diplomatic channels activate. Phone calls are made. Messages are passed through intermediaries. Allies are briefed. Rivals watch closely. In Moscow, analysts review satellite imagery and electronic intercepts. In Beijing, naval planners compare the incident to their own experiences. In Tehran, officials study the responses, measuring thresholds. No one intervenes. Everyone learns. The smaller state's media plays selected footage on repeat. The four ships look defiant. The foreign vessel appears massive, distant, cold. Commentators speak of courage and resistance. The narrative is carefully constructed. What is not shown are the system failures, the confusion on the bridge, the growing realization among officers that they are outmatched in ways that cannot be filmed. As hours pass, fuel consumption becomes a concern. The smaller ships were not intended to loiter. Resupply options are limited. Crew fatigue sets in. The sea remains calm, but tension does not dissipate. Another maneuver is attempted. Two ships move closer, attempting to bracket the larger vessel. The distance narrows again, dangerously. Collision avoidance alarms sound on both sides. This time, the response is immediate but controlled. The larger ship adjusts course slightly, forcing separation without confrontation. The movement is precise, confident. It leaves no room for interpretation. The smaller ships fall back. The lesson is clear, though unspoken. As night approaches, the standoff loses momentum. The symbolic value has been extracted. Further escalation risks exposure rather than prestige. Orders come down to disengage. One by one, the four ships alter course, heading back toward home waters. Their departure is tracked until they disappear beyond the horizon, their electronic signatures fading into background noise. On the bridge of the larger ship, the watch continues. Systems remain active. Nothing changes outwardly. There is no celebration, no acknowledgement. The crew returns to routine. The ocean returns to silence. In the days that follow, official statements frame the incident as a success for restraint and professionalism. Analysts debate who gained more from the encounter. Social media amplifies selective clips, stripping context and complexity. What remains largely unseen is the reality of modern power. The larger Navy did not need to fire a shot. It did not need to raise its voice. Its strength was expressed through awareness, integration, and control, through the ability to see first, understand faster, and decide calmly. The smaller Navy achieved its domestic objective, briefly, but at a cost. Its leadership now knows, with certainty, the depth of the imbalance. Pride has been satisfied, but insecurity has deepened. This is how wars almost begin. Not with declarations or explosions, but with routine patrols, ignored signals, and small decisions made under pressure. With actions designed for cameras, colliding with systems designed for war. The sea remains calm, the routes remain open, life continues. But somewhere, in a command center far from the water, data from this encounter is archived, studied, and incorporated into future plans. Thresholds are adjusted, assumptions are refined. The silence after such moments is not peace, it is a pause. And in a world where power is measured in information and restraint, the most dangerous moments are the ones that end quietly, teaching lessons that will be tested again under different skies, in another calm sea, where nothing seems to be happening and everything is already in motion.